What's up with it? Salutations. Salutations to the nation. Oh my God. The news is fast and furious, ladies and gentlemen. The news is fast and furious. I am freezing my ass off, even though it's 90 degrees outside, because my wife has the air conditioning on North Pole. But welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Let's get into it. Let's talk Raiders. There's a lot of people in the place to be. Robert Pena, salutations, my brother. Bryce B, my guy, what's good? Mad Mike, what up? Raider Pena, you think Parham is next up? I'll see you jump in the line, Rob. You jump in the line. But yes, there is a lot of, where there's smoke, there's fire, my friend. Thor Helm, yay! Don't forget to check out the Raiderette Roundtable tonight at 7 p.m. PST on For Life, Our Raiders Story. Thor, you got a free commercial because you my guy. I love you, brother. Appreciate you. Raiders all day, baby. It's right. Well done. Eric G. Sean Johnson, the unofficial, no, the official producer of all Mount Shieldmore Shores and Raider Nation Unlimited. And we got the mayor of Raider Nation, Doc C&T, my brother, in the place. Appreciate you, my dog. Van City, Wasted, my main man. What's good, brother? Hope you're doing okay. I am doing okay, Van City. On another note, why is Ziegler being so quiet with this money? On paper, we have the fourth best team in the West. See, Van City, we're going to get into that, man. Now, see, you said on paper. That's the operative word, on paper. But guess what? NFL games aren't played on paper, brother. NFL games are played on the field. And what are we judging this off of? What are we judging this off of? How did the Denver Broncos have a better roster than us? How did the Kansas City Chiefs have a better roster than us? Kansas City Chiefs got a bunch of rookies. Look, Trent McDuffie was a guy that I was really high on. But if you got Trent McDuffie playing outside and he's got to stick Devontae Adams, he's in trouble. He's barbecue chicken. He's a rookie, and I think he's more of a slot corner to begin with, right? So the operative word is on paper. I think that the guys that we have know what they're doing. There's a youth movement in our building, and that's going to bring us to what has happened today. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not surprised that Denzelle Good retired. Listen, I don't want to take credit for anything, but, I told y'all Denzelle Good was going to have problems coming back from a lower extremity injury, being over 30 years old and being over 300 pounds. I've said this before. I said it again. Now, one thing we got to unpack is what has changed from last year till now, besides the fact that we've drafted some younger guys, and the guys that we had last year, which made the playoffs, might I add, are a year better and a year wiser. It's not time to throw a baby out with the bathwater just because Denzelle Good retired. I have a lot of faith in John Simpson, man. John Simpson and Andre James, a lot of people are beating up on them guys, man. And they're kind of judging off of the metric of what they were in the beginning of the season. But towards the end of the season, they trended up to being dominant offensive linemen. And you can see the difference between the beginning of the season and the end of the season when Josh Jacobs went stupid. He went stupid because they were blocking and they were clearing out space for him. But let me get back. My brother, Big Mike. What is the deal, brother? Appreciate you for coming up here. Dave Maxfield, the guy. Jeez, man, I never see you in my chat. I appreciate you, Dave, man, for pulling up to your brother Wasted. Go around, what's up? What's up? My brother Doc's like he always say, wipe them feet. And like I always say, pay your bar tab, get wasted, man. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like. The Raider Critique, my guy. Shout out to you, legend. What's good? My brother Andy's in the place. Big bro, Kenneth Bryant, what is the deal, yo? The 202 is in the house, man. Oh, my God, Doc. Now, look, we're going to get into that real quick before we get into this Raider news. This man calling me, listen, bro. We all know who the GOAT is this content creator shit, bro. Like, let's not get it fucked up, man. That, when we talk about who the GOATs are, it's Docs. You know what I'm saying? It's Sanjeet. You got to give it to Mitch. You got to give it to Samoa, man. Those are the GOATs, man. I am just a mere Padawan learner in the place to be. Robert Kellenberger, Dave Maxfield, Destructed BLT. Yes, man. That's going to be the new Occupy Wall Street right there. Destructive BLT 2022, brother. Now, look, let's get back to the football, man. Mo, what's good, Mo? You cannot expect a 350-pound man to bounce back off of a significant knee injury seamlessly. Best wishes to that brother, though. Yo, and that's what I wanted to say. Shout out to Denzelle Good, man. Happy trails. Congratulations on your retirement. If you do stay retired, if you don't, and you're going to come back to the Raiders, we will welcome you with open arms. Denzelle Good has been nothing but a professional for our team, and he's helped a lot of guys on the team, man. So shout out to him, and shout out to Mo Moten, man. Writer extraordinaire. And Mo, you had some thoughts, man, that I saw on your Twitter feed, bro, that we're going to share with everybody, bro. I'm going to share some of them, bro, because, yo, you're absolutely right with some of this stuff, bro. Mo, I think the Raiders should move Alex Leatherwood back to right guard and allow him to battle Lester Cotton Sr. and Dylan Parham for the position. Mo, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you, my brother. Alex Leatherwood was drafted at right tackle. He was never given a fair shake. And I think if Alex Leatherwood does pan out at right tackle, that makes our offensive line that much better because that clears way for the log jam that we have at guard. We have a log jam at guard. We have guys that we got, and it's a good problem to have. We got a couple of guys that can play guard and play well. Now, I don't know about Dylan Parham, but from what I've been hearing about Lester Cotton Sr., Sanjeet, shout out to Sanjeet, has been saying this all offseason that Lester Cotton Jr. has been killing it. And, you know, believing this Lester Cotton Jr. thing is real. I mean, and Lester Cotton Jr., it's not like this guy came from Appalachian State. Shout out to the Raider Scout, my brother, my partner. This man came from the University of Alabama. So he's used to playing at a high level. He's been on the team for a while. He's gotten them NFL reps for a few years, and I think he might be ready to take that next step, right? Now, as far as John Simpson goes, John Simpson is a guy that, say what you want to say, I have him penciled in as our starter at left guard, bar none. I think John Simpson, you know, towards the end of last year, man, played terrific. I mean, after week 13, and this is via PFF and Mo Moten. You know, shout out to you, Mo. You know, you did the work for me right now. I didn't even have to look this up. I appreciate you, dog. 0 sacks allowed, 2 pressures allowed in 4 of the last 6 games, including the playoff game against the Bengals. Yo, the guy ended the year with 0 pressures. The guy started turning the corner and playing better. See, that's what player development is about. This is the stuff that we wanted the previous regime to do. We wanted them to develop these young guys. Now the young guys are developing, and we as a nation do not have faith in these guys, and we got to have faith in the youth movement that's on our line, guys, because we've taken a hit in the chat. I'm not in the chat, but in the trenches. We definitely need to do a paradigm shift over there in the defensive end of the ball. But an offensive line, man, I think we're good, man. I think nothing has changed for us, man. Nick McBride, what up, nation? The Raider equinox is upon us. You damn right, brother. You damn right, man. Natasha Kayleen, what is the deal? What is the deal? I appreciate you for being in here, man. Ways to go to vocabulary and articulation. Why, thank you, sir. Why, thank you, sir. Thank you. Eddie, what's going on, man? Eddie's, yo, listen, man. If you're buying a house, you in California, man, this is the man you need to see right here. This man is a real estate extraordinaire. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. Eddie, do me a favor, bro. Put your Instagram up in the chat, man. Support our brother, man. He's great, man. Yo, you're wasted. Whose stock is dropping the fastest? Aiming for his struggles in coverage or Mullen being on the PUP list? Tony, I would be lying to tell you that anyone's stock is dropping because, to be honest with you, can't just start it, bro. You know what I mean? But if I would guess, it would be the man who's not in the building actually playing. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a no-brainer right there. At least Jonathan Abrams out there balling and learning, and he's suiting up. Your ability in the National Football League is your availability, brother. You already know, man. Wait a minute. My brother, James Gravely, just paid my tab. That's right, brother. G-Town, what's going on? You still think we going out and signing Darrell Williams? Bro, you know, Mo put something up. Not and not to cycle back to Mo, but it is to cycle back to Mo. Sign Darrell Williams, put him at right tackle, put Leatherwood at right guard, James at center, Simpson at left guard, Colton at right tackle. But you know what? I don't believe so. I believe that we're going to rock out with the people we have in the building. And I think that's the smart thing to do. See, free agency is year round. It's not just now. Like, we're looking to go and, plug all the holes now. We got to see what we got in the building. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to stress this. I know y'all have heard me say this before. We have to see what we have in the building. We have not we haven't had a scrimmage. We haven't had any preseason games. We have not had a real way to really evaluate the talent in the building yet. Let us evaluate all these 20-somethings first before we go outside of the building. Well done. Hearing that Leatherwood is doing great at run blocker, but not pass blocking. But contact doesn't start until Wednesday. Who knows? Now listen, we have a trap door for Alex Leatherwood. All is not lost. But if you're gonna ask me what I want and what the perfect scenario for the Raiders is, the perfect scenario for the Raiders is our last year first round pick panning out, playing the position he was drafted to play. That's the best case scenario, and I'm still hoping for that. Oh my God, my brother. Docs, what's the deal, brother? Go buy a BLT. Listen, we don't want a deconstructed BLT, man. The horrors that I've seen. Listen, we don't want to see any sloppy meat curtains. We don't need it. Kenny Bryant, my guy, wasted. We got to see them hitting before we make any choices, and that's a fact, bro. Let's see what we have. This is the thing. Everybody says go out and get a right tackle. There's a reason why Darrell Williams is on the scrap heap. There's a reason why Darrell Williams has not been brought into any other team. It's the same thing we said when we were looking at Eddie Goldman. There are some issues there that we might not know about, man, that are happening behind the scenes. But for a player of Darrell Williams' stature to not be on the NFL roster by now is a little alarming to me. So to me, I would rather solve my problems at home. You know what I'm saying? I know there's other tackles in the world I know, but first, oh my God, I fucked that up. I know there's other tackles in the world I know, but first I got to take care of the tackle I know. I'm from the bottom, to paraphrase a Jay-Z line. But I fucked that all up, right, with the stutters. But let me get back to some of these, man. My brother Docs, thank you for the $4.99 donation, brother. Go buy a BLT. My brother, appreciate you, dog. Yo, wait, hold up. The future of our team is our young guys. It's time for them to step up and shine. And that's a fact, Ryan. That is a fact, and that's what I'm looking for. Wait a minute. Hefe, how did you sneak past security in here? LV Maximus, do your jobs. This guy's calling me Uncle L, man. Kenneth, you heard? Yes, but listen, guys. So basically, this is pretty much my offensive line, man. My best case scenario offensive line. You can get in and get out. You can get out and get out. We got almost 150 in the room. Get wasted with me. Once again, Colt Miller, John Simpson, Andre James. I think from the left side over, I think we got that pretty much solved. At right guard, either Lester Cotton and or Dylan Parham. And at right tackle, Alex Leatherwood. Case closed. And see, what that does is that leaves us some really, really good functioning backups with starting experience, i.e. Brandon Parker. Now, some people will say that Brandon Parker might be the guy who has the leg up on Alex Leatherwood. I'm hoping that's not the case. I would much rather see Brandon Parker be our swing left tackle backup as opposed to our starting right tackle, unless he's made leaps and bounds and jumped into a place where he's a functioning right tackle. Because let me tell you something. It's been times where I'm not so sure, brother. I'm not so sure. God damn it, I am so parched, man. I had to get some of that water in here. Brady Casper. Simpson's crucial penalties killed me more than anything. If he can get them under control, he will be legit. Now, Raider Casper, what we got to look at is that there are penalties in the National Football League, and they're the errant Raider penalties. That happens from time to time. Now, you know there's a Raider tax anytime that referees are out there and they playing us. You know that. Not to put the paranoia into the air, but you got to expect for anybody who plays on our line to get errant calls. They used to do that shit to Kelechi Osemele. He was an all-pro. So, I'm not sweating it, man. As long as he can protect DC from getting put on his back. My bad, Wasted, if you already talked about it, But do you see us signing a free agent offensive guard? Jose, you know what? No, I don't. I don't see any reason for it. You have too many guys. You have too much draft capital wrapped up in the offensive line. Pretty much our whole offensive line this year. I mean, our whole, draft was offensive line. We went out and got Dylan Parham, who's essentially our first round pick this year because we traded it for Devontae Adams. Dylan Parham is a guy who, had he came out the year previous, might have been a early second rounder or maybe a low first rounder. So Dylan Parham is a guy who the Raiders have high hopes for. I have high hopes for. And without having the log jam that we had, it kind of clears the way to see what we got in a young rook, man. So no, I don't see any reason for us to go out and go get a guard. Not at all, man. If Leatherwood is struggling at pass coverage at tackle, we need to put him back at guard where he showed he could be a solid run blocker. He still leaves a hole at tackle, though. Yeah, man, and that's the thing that concerns me. Now, I'm not really sold on Brandon Parker. I didn't see what everyone else saw. Now, Brandon Parker started playing well at the end of the season, man. We started rolling. But I didn't see that level of dominance that I think we should see from a man of that size. He doesn't really play up to the size he should, man. Anthony Provenzio, you're tweaking once again, Anthony. Bring back Incognito. Richie Incognito, bro, you got to realize something. Richie Incognito played a long time in the National Football League. And then he took time off. Richie Incognito is like an open wound right now, bro. The guy should be brought back, if he's going to be brought back, as a fucking positional coach. And I don't see that happening with the regime we have here, man. I can't see them doing that. So Richie Incognito, bring him back as a chaplain or like a player, but not a player. Something. Because, see, Anthony, why if Darrell Williams is so great, how come no one else has signed him? How come there's not a bidding war for his services? See, that's the thing, bro. A lot of these guys, man, in our minds, we have them made up as the answer. And then you go out there and you sign these guys, and then you see that they're a little bit past their prime. There's a reason they've been floating out there. I'm going to give you an example. And this is a guy that was a damn good linebacker throughout his career, but it got to a point with at the end of his career, he wasn't the same player. And that man is KJ Wright. I remember us all pounding the table for KJ Wright. He got here and he didn't really do much. I think the policy that we need to adopt here going forward is youth. The youth movement is what is going to make this thing go forward. Because, if you sign these young guys and they get better, you have them on the cheap. Younger guys tend to be more healthy than older guys do. Kenneth Bryant. Kenny, you've been on this down with Andre James thing for the longest, and I understand why you say that. Andy and I did a film breakdown, bro. And Andre James, I'm not going to lie, it was looking ugly when he was playing center and they put a nose guard over him. Fletcher Cox ate his lunch. But this is the thing about Andre James. He has gotten bigger, he's gotten stronger, and he's a year wiser. Let's see what we got, Kenny. I'm not going to be Chicken Little here on Andre James and say the sky's falling on him, brother. Let's see what we got, bro. Let's see what we got. He might have gotten stronger and a little better. Let's see. Faye Thomas, at Men of Honor, it's Men of Order. But as a hockey fan living in Los Angeles, let alone a black woman, do you know how much flack I get? No, I can't imagine. But you know what? You shouldn't get flack. You should be congratulated for being a hockey fan. But you know what you need to do is come on over to the nation. You're in California. We will say the Raider Nation prayer for you. You can become a Raider fan. Listen, commitment to excellence. Come watch a real sport. I'm messing with you. Big Shane, I'm pretty sure James was a guard in college. He definitely was a guard in college. So if Parham is better at center, we can still play James at guard. But see, look, one of these things are not like the other. Just because you played something in college doesn't mean that's going to translate in the National Football League. If Andre James is getting blown up at center, I wouldn't want to move him to guard. You know what I'm saying? Because guard is a physical position. I wouldn't. And I think we got some guys that are some full-grown men at guard, man. There's no need to move Andre James to guard. If Andre James is not our starting center, Andre James should just go to the bench and be a backup. Some people are backups, man. Yo, Raider Square, afternoon, fam. What's good with you, my bro? Van City Facts. KJ Wright was an animal in Seattle. Came here, was quite irrelevant, yo. That's right. Please stop chasing names. Believe in our management. It is not the old days. LV Maximus with the listen, I gotta start that comment. That's the comment of the damn day. Let's stop playing fantasy football. Let's stop playing Madden. Let's let these guys do their damn job. Now, if you guys feel this way and it's week 4, guess what? You won't hear any argument for wasted. But right now, you gotta let these guys do their job, man. DeMarcus Webb, my guy. We all want Darrell Williams because there's 75 videos saying that we should sign him. And bro, listen, man. People are going off of the past, but there's a reason that man is floating out there and nobody's taking a flyer on him. I'm not saying he's bad, but maybe there's something that we are not seeing and we do not know about it. Ryan Rangel, James beefed up, and we need to let him show up and show us if he's that guy. I think he is, and I do too, man. Julian Moreau, he said, wasted looking like a Roblox character. Julian Moreau, Jesus Christ, man. Do you look, motherfucker, you like a damn ventriloquist dummy and shit. Oh, my God, man. Yo, nutsack face ass. Parham didn't play center in college except in the Senior Bowl, and that's a fact. Senior Bowl, that's a fact. Eddie Provenzio, go Kings. Wasted, bro. You could always release the player if it doesn't work out. It's not like you stuck with him once you bring him in. Marvin Lewis, the thing about it is it all depends on how that contract is structured. Do you want dead money? Do you want to take up that roster spot? Like, why bring a guy in when you got a bunch of fucking guys that are under 24 years old playing for you? Why not take a flyer on them guys and see what you have? And then if it's a code red, then you do what you got to do. Big Mike Rader, yeah, you're right about developing our youth. How would you feel about throwing Thayer Mumford in tackle this season? I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. You know, Thayer Mumford is a guy who played well at Ohio State, but, you know, if we haven't looked, this is not Ohio State, bro. You know, am I a fan of trying out and seeing what we have with Thayer Mumford? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because listen, maybe we get lucky and we get a Rashawn Slater situation, which is highly unlikely, but I'm just saying. Wait a minute, Kenny Mack, my guy. We got to give these dudes a chance. Several guys were lost on our depth chart due to our previous O-line coach ineptitude, and that's a fact, bro. You know, Tom Cable did us no favors, man. I call Tom Cable the bone collector. He goes places and fucking picks the cupboards bare with offensive lines, with his bullshit. His bullshit zone / block, / power / I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Tom Cable's a terrible offensive line coach, man. I'm sorry. Man City, Lord Stanley's Cup is the hardest trophy to win in professional sports. Van City, stop with all that Canadian propaganda. You will be banned for 30 minutes. LV Maximus, you've seen the glory days. For me and a lot of our fan base, we are not used to winning. We're not used to trusting the process. Bro, thing about it is you have to paradigm shift here, bro. You look, even if, say for instance, you didn't see the glory days, right? This looks and feels differently, bro. Feels different, doesn't it? Trust your feelings, bro. This feels different. It looks different. They're going about things different. So don't sweat this shit, man. Let them do their job. Frank Robles. Honestly, I'm not worried about the O-line anymore, man. I feel this regime is more smart and experienced when evaluating players. I'm more worried about our interior defensive tackles. I am too, Frank Robles, and we are going to get into that soon enough, my brother. People got to believe in James. If he was playing top 10 at the end of the season, imagine what this new regime could do with him. That's a fact, IB Raider. Let's see what Carmen Basillo can do. And this is something that we're not really looking at. Carmen Basillo and the way that they're coaching these guys up, you didn't ever have you like there hasn't been a starting 5. They've been having guys cycle in and out and playing all up and down the offensive line, which I think makes these guys better, man. I trust the process, man. I'm telling you, man. Natasha Kaylin, great job. I hope that's been told you. I enjoyed that. Natasha, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha. Yo, I love you, man. I appreciate you for pulling up. You pull up and support everything. Yo, you're the greatest. Appreciate you and thank you for that. I hear you, Rated Squid. Just trust the process. Wait a minute. Okay, yo, Big Shane, my guy. Center is a more difficult position than guard, and I don't think James is that bad. He started the year a bit shaky, but definitely finished the year strong. I think he's able to start. See, Big Shane, center is definitely a niched out, nuanced position because of the skill set. But the skill set for guard is more of a brute strength kind of a skill set. It's more of a movement kind of a skill set. I don't know if Andre James has the quickness in his feet to get upfield, and I don't know if he has that full on hat brute strength and drive strength. The difference between him and Dylan Parham, which people are calling for Parham to start over him, right? I think Andre James, if I'm not mistaken, him and Dylan Parham are very similar in size, right? So let's see. I think Dylan Parham might weigh less than him. So Dylan Parham, let's look up Dylan Parham's size, man. I'm going right here on his draft combine prospect grade. Let's see how big he is. He's 6'3", 311, 33-inch arms. Jeez. 10, who cares how big his hands are, right? Now, Andre James, he's 6'3", 311. Andre James, 6'4", 300 pounds. So these guys are, Parham's got him by 10, 11 pounds. These guys are pretty close in size. Andre James has got him by an inch. So it's not like we're going out there and we're putting a guy like at Dylan Parham that's much bigger. The difference between Dylan Parham and Andre James is that Dylan Parham in the lower part of his body has more drive strength. He's more of a powerful guy naturally. And that's the thing. So I would be worried about taking an Andre James who's having a problem, is struggling with his power at center, and put him at guard. I'd have a problem with that, man. Ryan Rangel, we have so much youth on this team now. We have highly educated, competent coaches to groom them. That is a fact. Chris Mendoza, Wasted Un Vivo, my guy. Rated Queen, hello. What's up, Wasted Rated Nation for Life? Caught you live, and I'm on a date. Raiders. Yo, congratulations on being out on a date. I don't know if I should be congratulating you or wishing you good luck. I hope it works out dope for you, man. Tune into that date. A biscuit 300 pounds is not strength, it's weight. See, Ken, 11 pounds, bro. Andre James can put on 11 pounds. I think the problem is strength with Andre James, bro. I really do. And that's the reason why you don't like him. But I think that if Andre James has gotten stronger, he has that experience, bro. I'm willing to see what he has, Kenny. I think, man, you need to be a glass half full guy on this one, Kenneth. Looking at our starting line, Brandon Baker. What's up, man? Thank you for pulling up, man. Miller, Cotton Jr., James, Parham, Leatherwood. Hope so. That's pretty much what I was saying. Because the early bird gets the worm, you snooze, you lose. Yo, Marvin, free agency started months ago. How are we the early bird? Everybody snoozed on this guy, bro. You act like we a week in free agency. This guy, Darrell Williams, has been sitting here wasting away. Nobody signed this guy, and I'm telling you, it's a reason. You gotta sign the guys and develop the guys in your building, bro. Take care of the world you know. Big Shane, yo, I feel we can finally say commitment to excellence again, and I mean it. There were several years where they were saying it, and it was a joke, bro. I think we need to pump the brakes on it. I'm excited about what's going on. We are committed to excellence, bro. But let's do some winning first before we start. Like right now, we are preseason champs. Let's do some winning first, bro. And you know what? Pretty soon, we're going to paradigm shift. LB Maximus, my concerns are affordable playoff tickets. Bro, that's a concern to everybody, man. But I'm going to be honest with you. Look, when they moved to Las Vegas, we knew what was going to happen, bro. It's nothing cheap out in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is an event town. And, the beautiful people get playoff tickets to a stadium that's probably one of the best stadiums in football. So if you're a regular, hardworking person, man, it'll be very, very hard for you to procure some tickets and sit in a playoff game, especially, the fact that the Raiders haven't had a home playoff game in 20 years, over 20 years. So, look, man, as long as we get there and as long as we win, I'm cool watching it from a bar, watching it from the comfort of my own home. The best seat in the house is at home, to be honest with you, man. Chris Mendoza, there will be roster cuts as well that we can dive into before the season starts, and that's a fact too, man. But I hope we don't have to. Guys, let's keep a positive mindset. I hope we don't have to go outside of the building to address our needs at offensive line, man. Parker was retained by this front office. They picked up tackles in the draft, but didn't sign any free agents. This says something about their confidence in Parker. Don't be surprised. And why would I be surprised with a guy who started last year? That's not a surprise. The proof is on the wall, my guy. To win the Stanley Cup, you have to win the best of 4. 7 hard-hitting series with no buys. I get it. I get it, man. Yo, what's good? Salute to my guy, Wasted Time. I'm pulling up and showing love to our Raider brother, paying that tap. Anthony Estrada, my guy. Every day you do so, brother. Now, guys, listen. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Ryan Rago, the date must not be interested if she rather tune in to Wasted Live in the Nation. Nah, that don't mean nothing, man. That's just a dedicated Raiderette right there, man. Look, man, it's always Raiders first, man. It's God, family, Raiders. You already know, man. James made 300 with not a fat. Wow. Okay. For real, these tickets are too damn expensive. Got to sell my left kidney just to go. And yo, bro, at the end of the day, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Playoffs, I stand down. We make it to the Super Bowl, I'm going to have to dip into my daughter's college fund. Yo, EC Experience, SC Experience, my brother, what's going on, man? What is the deal, brother? All right, y'all, listen. I think we beat this offensive line thing to death, man. It's the last thing I'm going to say about it, then we're going to get into something else, y'all. I also think the O-line could use 7 or 8 swing guys in rotation to create more depth. Coaching seems excited about what we have. Something must have been wrong with the Good injury and maybe not in his football mindset. Listen, the reason why they've moved the way they have is because they probably got an inclination that Denzelle Good was trending in this direction anyway. I figured that anyway. We was all penciling Denzelle Good in, but like I said, I've been saying this all offseason. Lower extremity injuries, the 300-pounders are different, y'all. And yo, listen, we have over 200 in the room. Hit that like, tell a friend to tell a friend, get wasted with me. Listen, whoever's here, who's watching, who hasn't subscribed yet, you don't want to miss a minute of Raider Nation Unlimited. Hit that subscribe button. Get your brother wasted to 5,000, y'all. That's right, yo. All right, now look. I got to share my screen right here. Got to share the screen right here. And there is something that I wanted to talk about that happened this weekend, y'all. They tried to press our brother. And it didn't work. They tried to press our brother Devontae High Stakes Adams, the great Devontae Adams, man. And Devontae Adams had to set the record straight, man. And I am so happy that he was able to. Now, what I am doing is I am on my Twitter feed, and I'm trying to find that. And I don't think it's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Instagram. And definitely, we're going to find it. We got to find it, man. Because I really wanted to hear y'all thoughts about this, man. All of the hype, all of the putting Derek Carr into the Hall of Fame, all of the bull crap that went on with Derek Carr and him having the checkup fool. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Hold on, man. We got to pay some bills before we get into this. Jose Toscano, Wasted, do you think Mumford is the swing O-tackle now? I don't know, bro. I don't really think so. I think the swing O-tackle is Brennan Parker, right? We still got Alex Bars. We went out and made a move, today. So, no, I don't think so, man. He's a rookie. I can't say that, Thayer Mumford is the guy, and I haven't seen anything of him. I would just be, to me, I don't believe in doing that. I don't believe in getting on these airways and pontificating on some bullshit. You know what I mean? And that is the wasted word of the day, everybody. And I didn't make a graphic up, but pontificate is the wasted word of the day. We are not going to sit up here and just make stuff up, man. Look, the Raider equinox is firmly upon us, man. We are close to scrimmages. You know, they're going full pads tomorrow. It's Wednesday. We're going to see. And then I can tell you what I think. I got to see him on film, yo. Chris Sims' top 5 is Chase, Debo, Hill, Jefferson, Kupp. No Adams, Storts. Clown activity. Kerwin also had Max and Chandler out of his top 5 ends. Pacey and Cunningham. All of these talking heads, all of these media people have learned a thing or two from social media. In today's entertainment world, trolling is running rampant. Trolling is really the way, trolling is the new substance. It's like the world is upside down. Don't think that these guys that are at these networks won't troll. Like, bro, it's a well-known fact by any metric, because nothing has been played yet, right? That Devontae Adams is the class of the wide receivers. Him and Nuke Hopkins. You got some young bulls coming up, the Jamar Chases and the Justin Jeffersons of the world. But Chris Sims knew that comment would move the needle, because everyone knows what time it is, man. Look, man, don't fall into this stuff. That shit has nothing to do with what the Raiders are going to have to do on the field. That is the stuff that we unpack here. All of that gossipy, how somebody was rated on Madden, who was outside of somebody's top 10 or 50, all that stuff is bullshit, because these are the very same people who are going to jump on a bandwagon once we start steamrolling people. F them. Yo, Brandon Baker, my guy. My training camp battle to watch is the cornerback room, especially Mullen out a week or more. Yeah, man, Trayvon Mullen got to come in here and show and prove, bro. Because there's some pine in his future if he don't get in here and show out, man. Frank Jarmilio, I've been here, man. I appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, dog. Wait a minute. Bambino, did you see that Rod Woodson is going to be a coach of a new Vegas XFL team? No, I did not. Congratulations to the great Rod Woodson, though. You know, man, the only way to get better at doing something is doing it, right? Rod Woodson tried his hand at coaching before it didn't work out that well. I'm glad he's getting a chance to do things his way, man. Maybe he might get an opportunity down the line in the National Football League, but he was a Raider, even though he's predominantly a Steeler, but he definitely was a Raider, and you know what we say, once a Raider, always a Raider, right? Chris Mendoza, they hate us because they ain't us. Man, that's a fact. And they hate us, man, because if you look at, the way Al Davis used to battle with the other owners and the networks and things of that nature, there are a lot of people who have people that are above them who kind of get dictated to hate the Raiders. I embrace wearing the black hat. That's why I'm a Raider fan. I love the fact that we the bad guys. I want us to get back to being the bad guys. I want us to be that team to go into somebody's stadium in the playoffs, fly across the country, run the ball down their throat, throw the ball all over the place, beat their ass, fucking put the Raiders was here in their bathroom, ball little Snicker bar wrappers, bust the door wide open and leave it open. That's what I want us to do. I want us to pillage other teams and beat that ass like we used to, man. So, until we start doing that, man, let's not pay attention to this shit that don't really matter, man. Wasted in 02, we had fire weapons. Look at this team. We have even more than we had then. Playoff bound, trust that. Now, Tony had issues. I think you're tweaking a little bit. Bro, back in 02, we had the greatest wide receiver of all time who still has something left. He has some tire left on the thread when he was with us. We had another one of the 10 best wide receivers to play football, Tim Brown, playing next to him, right? Then we had, Charlie Gardner and all, like, bro, Ty Wheat and them guys. That offense we had was different, bro. I don't think we quite there yet. Napoleon Kaufman and all these guys, bro. I think Charlie was gone already, but we definitely had Napoleon Kaufman, bro. Like, that offense was different, bro. I don't think we quite there yet. And Barrett Robbins, if y'all don't remember, Barrett Robbins, and there was a piece that was wrote in The Athletic about Barrett Robbins. Barrett Robbins probably was the best center in football until he bugged out before the Super Bowl. Lincoln Kennedy, bro. Like, I mean, the Wiz was here still, man. We had some people, man. Like, I don't know, dog. Jose, oh, will the XFL team play at Allegiant Stadium? See, I would imagine so. But the thing about the XFL is it all depends on what time of the year they're playing. You know what I mean? And I think they got all of that worked out, and it's going to be a feeder pool for the National Football League. So I would imagine so. I'm pretty tired of DC getting respected with the snide comments, especially when it's a casual football fan who knows nothing about the game. DC is going to kill it this season. See, my thing about DC is this, man. And I wrote this, I'm writing this in a piece that I'm writing. And, somebody else kind of stole, like somebody that didn't steal anything, but somebody else wrote something about, and Graf brought it up about Derek Carr's love for Kobe Bryant, right? In all of these years, I've heard Derek Carr say, how he has the Mamba mentality, Kobe this, Kobe that, Kobe this, that. But I think over the years, Derek Carr has been more of a LeBron James than he has been a Kobe as far as when his mentality kicks in. LeBron James is a guy who plays the media well. He's not as assertive as he should be in public. He's very, very cognizant of the things he says in his legacy and how he carries himself in the media eye. He doesn't always say what he means and means what he says, right? And Derek has been that. And I'm glad to see that Derek Carr shied away from trying to be, the white knight and just being himself and being a little bit of an asshole. I think people that are successful and winners kind of need to be assholes. Peyton Manning wasn't fucking, giving everybody, roses and pies and cakes and unicorn farts and flowers. Peyton Manning will get in your ass. Pause. Tom Brady, Psycho Tom, will get up in your ass if you fuck up. Pause. Jesus, what is going on here right now? But I want to see more of that from Derek. Now, I know Derek is a God-fearing man, and he is not a guy that's going to cuss, but he could be demonstrative without cussing. I love what I saw from him in that presser. I'm glad I've been waiting for it. And that makes me feel like this season will be different. I think he will play the best football of his career, man. Raiders, don't matter. They are talking about us. Now they will definitely talk in December, but we don't need to talk, build up the nation without damn media besides Rich Eisen. That's facts, bro. Everybody's getting wasted today, man. I love it, man. Woodson said preliminary discussions were to play at Allegiant Stadium when the season begins February 18th, 2023, but nothing's been finalized. I can't see them playing anywhere else, bro. Wait a minute. What Big Mike say? Big Mike always bring the heat, man. Oh, yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, Kenny. And yeah, definitely, bro. The Wiz, the guard. You're wasted. Oh, bro. Yeah, somebody said that already, bro. Cal Sal, my guy. Yes, they will play at Allegiant Stadium. It was announced a few months back, and nothing has been finalized yet, bro. But I can't. Where else are they gonna play? The high school field? The fucking UNLV plays there. Where else are they gonna play? Like, they, if it's a Vegas team, they will be playing there. You know what? Yo, IBW Willez. Derek did get tougher because of Gruden. All the mental gymnastics and the bullshit he went through with Gru, he did. And you know what? Sometimes you go through trials in your life, man, because, God meant for you to go through them things to make you better coming out on the other side. The way Gru never kind of put his arm around Derek and embraced him the way he probably should have, the way he would have a wandering eye for other quarterbacks and kind of, putting Derek on notice every season. I really feel like that made Derek a tougher guy, and I love it, man. I love it, man. And I think that Derek is the better for it. So if there's anything, I've been very critical of Gru, but if I can thank him for anything, it's that. Wait a minute. Raider critique. I was extremely happy to see Paul Gutierrez get put in his place. Yeah, man, it's time, bro. Like a lot of these guys, man, they think that they could just talk to Derek Carr, man, any way they want to. And Derek Carr's done too much in the National Football League to not garner the respect of what he's put down. He hasn't won a whole lot, but he does deserve respect as a man. A lot of these guys try to talk down to him like he's some fucking scrub. And he needs to put these guys in their place and stop trying to be the white knight all the time. I'm glad to see it, and I hope he does that with his teammates as well. Glad. Wait a minute. What team has the best core 4 players on offense? Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If not us, man, it's not too many teams that I could think of, man. I mean, maybe Buffalo. You know, Buffalo's up there. You know, the Super Bowl champion Rams. You know, they're right up there. You know, I mean, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say, but I think we're right up there, brother. Big Shane. This offense might be somewhat comparable to 0-2, but the defense, they have a lot to prove before we can say they're comparable to that 0-2 defense. Oh, bro, listen, man. There's no comparison. There's no compare. That 0-2 defense was disgusting, bro. Like, we got a young Charles Woodson out there. Rob, come on, bro. Nah. I don't see that happening this year. I would love that if it did happen. If that happened, that means that we got a dynasty on our way, right? Julio Jones. I hate the whiners, but when their whole team clowned the arrogant reporter, it was funny. And I love that. These guys need to be put in their fucking place, man. Yo, you can report the news and still be respectful, too. You know what I mean? Ready to critique. On my 2K roster, I'm missing a few wide receivers. Can somebody give me a number 5 who's not Adams, Renfro, Hollins, or Robinson? Keelan Cole, ready to critique. Keelan Cole, brother. Keelan Cole. Like your life dependent on it, brother. Us nice guys know how to be assholes sometimes. That's a fact, bro. But I'm not a nice guy, so I don't know what that feels like, brother. Raider John, my guy, the legend in the place to be. What up, Wasted? Have you noticed that every single new alternate helmet has black in it? Everybody wants to be the Raiders, man. That's why Al Davis always fought to protect the likeness of the Raiders and the sanctity of the Raiders image, man, because, yo, we got the cleanest uniforms in football, no doubt. I would say, man, for my money, man, I say that the Raiders, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Bengals probably have the dopest uniforms. I would definitely say that. I gotta give those other 2 teams their credit too, man. Raider Kojo, salute Wasted. That live yesterday was fire. Bro, I appreciate you, man. Built different, man. Yo, get with it or get lost. That's the movement, bro. And me and my brother, listen, shout out to my brother, man. Graphic Raider, man, for always being, you know, the guy that tries to break through that ceiling, bro. Him and I, you know, always connect on a creative level and on a personal level, man, to where we see things very, very similarly, man. But I am happy and blessed to be able to share the screen with that brother, man. That was fun. And yo, shout out to our brother who pulled up last night, Paul, man. Paul, yo, appreciate you, dog. How many running backs do we keep? 5? Or see, I think we keep 3 backs, bro. I think we keep 4 backs on an active roster. I think we keep 1 on a practice squad. I don't know if Britton Brown will make it because he can make it because Sincere McCormick doesn't count. You don't have to put him in the practice squad because he's injured. So I think Britton Brown will be on the practice squad. I think Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, our 2 top guys, Brandon Bolden, and Zeus. I'm not a nice guy. Stop lying, Wasted. You the nicest. Thor. Your brother Wasted can be a bit of a motherfucker. But I appreciate that, my brother. Wait, as far as unis go, I definitely picked the 2 best teams as a kid. The Raiders, best NFL, and the A's, Kelly Green, best in baseball. No, I think you meant to say the New York Yankees. Wait, hold on. Tony, I got issues. Wasted. I didn't say this team had better players. I said we have more weapons. 2 receivers, then 3 now. Running back is a wide. But see, bro, that's not true because that team had Tim Brown, Jerry Rice, Joey Porter. Joey Porter was a beast. Like, let's not get it confused, bro. So I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't agree, my brother. Queen Raider Red. Yeah, thank you for being in a place to be the whole lot, man. Run that thing up, man. Javon Kinlaw went in on that one reporter. Yeah, that was ugly, bro. That was ugly, man. I thought that reporter was going to get his ass whipped if he came to the locker room. The Whiners really did their thing with that, and the Raiders don't really need to do all of that. All they need to do is just let these guys know that there's a line of demarcation, bro. That ain't like, yo, respect is non-negotiable. And if Derek Carr kind of like operates from that prism, he ain't got nothing to worry about. People stop clowning him, but what he got to do is go out there and win, damn it. What am I looking forward to seeing in the Hall of Fame game? I'm looking forward to seeing the rookies, man. I'm just looking forward to just see live action football instead of like speculating on it. I'm looking forward to watching a game and breaking down what happens after that game in real time, bro. And I'm really looking to see how our young guys respond. Because, guys like Chandler Jones, Max, Carr, we watch these guys for years. These guys are starters. We know what they bring to the table. Raider Casper, Yankees, most iconic with the pinstripes. I'll give you that. But the Kelly Greens are the nicest. I don't know about that, man. New York Yankees. Anthony Provenzi, I was a big Porter fan as a kid. That O-line in 02 makes this year O-line look like the Little Giants. That's a big difference. That's a fact, and that's the reason why they went to the Super Bowl, bro. Why Zeus been missing training camp? Because he probably has a nagging injury, bro. But look, never fret. Training camp isn't even 2 weeks old now. Let's let the kid get healthy. Let's get him out there. Bro, LV Maxims, I think it's a goddamn shame that Cliff Branch is getting his Hall of Fame induction posthumously. It was a crying shame that some of the people that have gone to the Hall of Fame went into the Hall of Fame over over Cliff Branch. It's disgusting, to be honest with you. He should have been in the Hall of Fame, man. Been. I heard a couple of people say this. They seen pics of Diablo today in the cast. Any word on that? Yo, I've heard the same thing. The thing about me, Raider Casper, is I don't like starting rumors that are not true. You got to understand the things that we say on these airwaves hold a lot of weight. And there's a lot of people who, if I put that out there, bro, and it's not true, they're going to try to flame you for it. Oh, it's clickbait, all that kind of stuff. So, like, to be honest with you, bro, I got to look some more into it, man. I hope if he does have a cast on, it's bullshit, man. The A's about to follow the Raiders to Vegas. Yeah, and I heard that, man. I heard that. They need to. Look, Libby Schaff does not want to be in the business of professional sports. Let's just be for real. The Warriors are moving to San Francisco. The Raiders have moved, and the A's are going to move, and Libby Schaff is going to try to turn, Oakland into Silicon Valley. And I think it might blow up in her face. Justin Ross is in the boot. Okay, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a Raider. Eric Allen, the green-eyed bandit, should be in the Hall of Fame too. Eventually he will. Eventually he will, man. I think that, Eric Allen is a guy who has been forgotten in the era of great corners, man. You got to realize something. Eric Allen played in the era of prime time and Rob Woodson, man. And then in between that, he got sandwiched in between the Charles Woodson, Champ Bailey era too. You know what I mean? Man, so that I think Eric Allen tends to get lost in the sauce. The Darryl Green era. He played in that era as well. It's like, so I can see how he isn't in the Hall of Fame, but I think eventually he'll get in. Eric Allen was a hell of a player, man. That's why you send flowers while living. Trust as a brain surgery, encephalitis survivor. I should know. Wow. Yo, shout out to you. God bless. I'm so glad that you're up. You're functioning and you survived. But that's right. You got to give people their flowers, especially greatness, like a man like Cliff Branch. He deserved to be honored when he was here, man. And I think the National Football League and the writers dropped the ball with that. And what I want is, man, I want guys when they talk about like, and I kind of, got off track. But when we talk about Derek Carr, a lot of people are saying, "Oh man, Devontae Adams tweaking, man. He called them a Hall of Famer and all this and that, man." And Devontae Adams has some words to kind of clear that up. Devontae Adams had some words to clear that up. Now, I like what Devontae said. You know, I have it playing right here. I'm going to mute my mic. Hopefully I can get this to play. Hold on. All right, that's not working. So what we're going to do is the Boomer Tech wasted is going to stop sharing this. But also, let's get into that. Now, see, I love what Devontae Adams did and what he spoke of, man. He went out there and explained himself, which he really didn't need to. But listen, when we start talking about Hall of Fame resumes, who's a Hall of this, that, these guys are still playing. Let's let these guys go out here and earn them stripes so we're solidified, so there's no debate. I want Derek Carr to go out here this season and prove why people are what we think he is to the rest of the league. If he goes out there and wins consistently the rest of his career, then it's solidified. He goes in. No questions asked. And I wanted to get to that point for him. Also, Lester Hayes and Greg Townsend should be in the Hall of Fame as well. Jose Toscano, definitely. And we as a fan base, I think everything that happens now affects what happened in the past, right? The way the Raiders are looked at, man, in the public eye and in the media's landscape is going to be affected by this team. Now, if the Raiders start winning again and we are looked at as a prestigious organization again, you will have the media going out there and letting these guys in that should have been in the Hall of Fame, bro. Greg Townsend, I mean, come on, bro. He's an all-time leader sacker in the history of the Raiders, man. And he's in the top 10, I would imagine, in sacks, man. The Greg Townsend is definitely a Hall of Famer, bro. And Libby won't even be around come November. The A's will secure a spot in Vegas before then, cement to her legacy of losing 3 teams. But the thing is, she lost them 3 teams on her own. She wanted that to happen. ML, hey, bro, just wanted to drop you a quick one and let you know I appreciate your content and what you do. ML, man, that means the world to me, man. I appreciate you, my dog. Kenneth Bryant, he's in a walking boot, not a cast. Thank you, Kenny. I've been at work today. I didn't really have a chance to really tap in on any Raider news. I just kind of came home, took a shower, jumped on air. And when I get off, I'm going to go downstairs and get on that Peloton and get at it, man, because guess what? We have to get ready, y'all. We have to get ready. For what? Yes, the Week 0 kickoff at Atlanta Stadium, y'all. Week 0, y'all. You've heard about it on every Mount Shieldmore show. The Raider Nation kickoff party, August 27th, Atlanta Plaza and Event Center, 100,000 Stadium Way, Atlanta, California, noon to 4 p.m. CanX is available, is sponsoring this. Shout out to Woodson Whiskey for sponsoring this. Game Day, Simone Raider, Oak, Las Vegas, Docs ENT. And if you have not picked up some merch for my brother, I don't know what you're waiting for. And the great Mitchell Renz will be out there. But not only will Mitchell Renz be out there, not only will Simone Raider be out there, not only will Docs ENT be out there, but the rest of Mount Shieldmore will be there as well. The great Hammer from Hammer's House, the great Andy from Raider Football Talk, and yours truly. We will be out there rocking the house, and also there will be legends out there. Stuart Schwiegert, our former safety, will be there as usual. Y'all know how Stu gets down. Warren Sapp, former Raider, former Buck, Hall of Fame player, will be there. You get to mingle with some former players that have not been announced yet. Corrupt, Too Short, I mean, legendary rappers, and it's a show for the ages afterwards. Listen, as far as bang for your buck, there's also a special if you buy tickets to the kickoff party and to the concert. There's a discount there. But let me tell you something, you do not want to miss this. We are putting on for the nation in a way that nobody else has, man. So y'all better pull up, man. We counting on y'all. Let's get back at it, man. Let's get back at it. The Eddie Anderson football card. That's funny, man. Yo, Faith Thomas, Kenneth Bryant, you're a survivor. Much respect. That's what it is, man. David Maxfield, who cares if the undrafted wideout on the Chiefs and the Cavs or not? Nobody does, bro. Is Hammer bringing the thought bots? The thought bots are always with Hammer, man. Listen, man, Hammer is a digital pimp. We love that brother, man. Shout out to my bro Hammer, man. And if y'all haven't, yo, listen, man. Hammer and Andy have been bringing it lately, man. They have been lighting a fire up under your brother Wasted, man. That is unbelievable, man. If y'all haven't checked out some of the shorts Andy's been doing, the film breakdowns, man, I mean, I don't know what you're waiting for. And Hammer, man, when Hammer comes back out, man, y'all better get ready for this, man. Y'all better get ready. It's about to get a little spooky out here, man. Why you say sorry? Oh, yeah, no, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Anthony Provenzio. But nah, listen, we've covered all of this. We've covered what's going to happen with Denzelle Good's future, and he does not have a future with the Raiders right now. We've covered what's going to go into tomorrow. Tomorrow, full pads. We're going to be up in a place to be again tomorrow, man, because the full pads is where we really get to separate the men from the boys. We get to really see that real content and hear what's really going on in that building, man. Do you think Juju will have a career year with the Chiefs? Do we have to worry about him on the field? Look, you always got to worry about a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster if he's in the right position. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't realize that Juju Smith-Schuster is not a number one. He's not an X. He's a slot receiver. I think that is Juju Smith-Schuster going to go nuts like he did in Pittsburgh? Probably not, because Antonio Brown isn't next to him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but is he going to be a threat? I mean, he's a good football player. He's going to be a threat. But do I think we got to go deal with Stephon Diggs? No. Wait, hold up. Once again, great episode. I'm out. Get after this Peloton. Salute. My guy. Thank you. Great show, Wasted. Have a good night. I'm out, yo. Yes, man, I'm about to be out too, y'all. Edgar, new to the channel, just subscribe. Keep rolling the wheels, my G. Thank you, Edgar V, man. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. And shout out to you, bro. Full pads Wednesday, Raider Dame. Full pads. Let me tell y'all something. Get ready. We're going to break it down tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about because when you see them full pads, those collisions, you get to see where the fucking bread is buttered. I mean, my God, man. Got to get going. Time for my birthday. Yo, happy birthday, Tony. I got issues. Enjoy your dinner. Get going, brother. Get wasted. Raider Nation fam, it's Monday night. That means our latest on YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Check out the Raider at Roundtable. Yeah. I'll do that for you, my brother Thor. Yo, listen, y'all. This has been a great episode of Raider Nation Unlimited. Your boy Wasted gonna get out here. I got to get my ass on that Peloton. Adelanto Stadium awaits. I've been slacking on my Mackin. Halo Raider is gonna stone cold stun me because he's been telling me to get my ass in that gym, and I'm back at it like crack addicts, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. And like our brother, Fat Joe, always says, man, let me tell y'all something. If y'all been seeing the content that's been coming out lately,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Y'all get on out of here, man. Have a good night, man. Love y'all, man. It's one.